We welcome you back again to Nashville, and it was just a few days ago we were saying Rob Refsnyder along with Dustin Ackley would have a huge impact on the 2016 season at second base, but now you look after the acquisition of Castro, who can also fill in at short. Ackley can move around the diamond. Does Refsnyder have a role with the team?
Well, that's a great question, Bob. He thought he was going to be part of that second base platoon, as you said. So right now, if you ask me, Rob Refsnyder's role would be the AAA second baseman or a player that the Yankees could possibly use in a trade. He's a guy who's going to have to come to spring training if he's still on the team and try and impress the Yankees, but you have to be honest about it. He lost that second base job. That job is Castro's now.
I'm with you. It's insurance at best. He's a AAA guy right now. If you look at who is going to be the guy that is going to be backing people up in the majors, that's Dustin Ackley. He just has more versatility. That's the problem with Refsnyder. It's second base or nothing. So I'm with you in that I think Cash will try to flip that into something else. Now, are there takers for Refsnyder? That's another story.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very small window for Refsnyder. We didn't get to see a lot of him. Castro came along. It was a better deal. He's a better player. And, it's just going to be a blip on the back of his radar as a baseball card. He just did not have a long Yankee career. I don't think he'll be around long.
All right, so as you look around the Yankees infield, Bob, where are you saying no problem, that position is taken care of?
Well, I mean, I think Mark Teixeira is going to be the first baseman. Whether or not it's no problem, I mean, I'm not sure I can go that far. I mean, he has trouble staying on the field. The interesting part is when he was healthy last year, I mean, it was like he had found the fountain of youth. I remember myself, I started looking up gluten diets. I mean, this must really work because he was playing like he was 5 or 7 years younger. So the question is, can he duplicate that, and can he duplicate it over, say, 130 games? There's no doubt he's on the way out. I mean, Greg Bird is next. But I think the Yankees are really hoping for a great renaissance from Teixeira on the way out.
And we've talked about it on this program, Jack. Does that mean that Greg Bird has a role with the 2016 Yankees, or do they send him back to get those reps at AAA?
Well, you've heard me say this 50 or 52 times. I think Greg Bird should be on the 2016 Yankees, but when you talk to the Yankee decision makers, they say, listen, he's the first baseman. Right now, Teixeira is the first baseman, so Bird will go back to AAA. I just always thought they should figure out a way to get Bird some at-bats. Can he catch a few balls in the outfield? Can he catch a couple of ground balls at third base? And I'm not trying to minimize how difficult those things are, but if Bird was able to do something at another position, you then go 4 into 3, 4 players into 3 spots, including the DH, and I think maybe you find him some at-bats.
And I think something noteworthy with Bird is he wasn't drafted as a first baseman. He was drafted as a catcher. He started having some problems, and they decided to move him to first base. So it was a relatively new position to him there. And Brian Cashman has been asked multiple times, would you consider reps at third? Would you consider reps in the outfield? And he said, no, I see him only as a first baseman. So with a full-time DH, there's just not a lot of room there. But Clapp, you said first base may be a problem. I say not a problem because if Teixeira does get injured, Greg Bird has been so good in filling in. I think that position is going to be secured either way.
I totally agree that somebody's going to be at first base who knows what he's doing. However, I think a healthy Teixeira at this point still trumps a healthy Bird.
Sure.
Bird is just not there yet. He hit 11 home runs last year. He showed moments of power, and his swing is perfect for Yankee Stadium. But right now in 2016, I would prefer, if I was a manager, I would prefer a healthy Teixeira.
And I'll tell you what, just sort of a footnote on that infield, I think Didi Gregorius continues that upward arc of what he had in the second half because he was one of the most dynamic players. You can even make the case at the plate in the second half of the season.